The Winnu are the custodians and lawyers in the galaxy, but they have not been well treated because they kicked out the Lasaks, and now they are not. Now they are not ruling anymore. Or the Winnu are not ruling anymore because actually the Winnu did all the heavy administrative work. So you want to get back in power, and of course you have many laws and stuff like that to do it with. You start. You are a really normal race, except with the lawyer stuff. The base game, the Winnu, is usually considered the weakest ones. I've made them really competitive because all the laws are so powerful in my game, or at least they give you a good advantage. So the basics. Reclamation. When you get Megaton Rex, you may place one PDS and one space dock there. The blind ties, you don't need to pay the cleanup cost for opening Megaton Rex. And lawyers, when you convene the Senate votes on 3 directives instead of 2. And when you do a law action, you take +1 law and enact 1 law. Usually you take 3 and enact 1, so you take 4 and enact 2. You start with the Winnu action card and the Winnu stash action card, and use them without cost. And you do not accept bribes because you're a good lawyer, a good administrator. The agent is nice. It's the base one. When one or more of your units use production, you may exhaust this card and reduce the combined cost of produced units by 2. The commander gets unlocked when you engage in a battle in Megaton Rex or control Megaton Rex. And after that, during combat, apply +2 to the results of each of your unit's combat rolls in the Megaton system or in your home system, and each system that contains a legendary planet. The hero is unlocked when you have 8 laws. And after that, perform a primary ability of any strategy card. Then choose any number of the players. Those players may perform the secondary ability of that strategy card. Then purge this card after you've enacted an Epoch 8, which is a random, not a random, it's an epoch that you write yourself. The mech is nice and normal, but probably a bit overpowered. After you resolve the tactical action in which you gain control of this planet, you may place 1 PDS or space dock from your reinforcements on this planet. So actually, when every planet you conquer, you get to place 1 PDS or space dock if you have a mech with you. And why wouldn't you have one? The flagship is modded and really nice. You have 2 abilities here. The Senate members cannot shoot this unit with PDS. And if you have held Megaton Rex, this unit can, instead of occupying a planet, force the opponent to discard 1 law. You get upgraded to better fighting and movement and a bit capacity. You have I have to show the action cards, of course, that you start with. You start with the higher Winnu. You get to enact 1 law in the game. From the law deck, discard pile, or on the table, even if in the hand of a player, if you can name it or describe it in some way. And the Winnu stash is an action. Look at the top 8 laws in the law pile. Take 1 and enact it. Return the rest. We found it. Yeah. You have 2 yellow texts, actually. The social structure reform gives you can have 1 total retraining law on this deck. And the Senate intervention. When a Senate race is about to invade Megaton Rex, you may call an emergency Senate meeting. Senate votes on if the invasion may proceed or if the fleet must retreat. So you have lots of law power, and this is how you're using it. Your promissory note is when voting, the winner will vote as you choose. And your victory condition is have 10 laws in the Senate, active laws, not ministerium cards though. And you have a victory goal here as well. You get the bonus from it. But you don't need to read that one. You have a if card. If the Senate passes 6 laws, so when you're over, then you get 2 random support of the throne cards, because it's like you get more power every time someone has more laws, because you're the lawyer. So then other races give you 2 random support of the throne cards. That's good for you. And well, at least there are many laws in the game when you are playing, but so far not many have shown interest in playing as lawyers. I wonder why.